for that really wonderful introduction. I've had a couple of messages here about how much I should talk today, a couple of sentences through to this is an important keynote address. And so I'm going to wing it here with whatever comes into my mind. And I would just love to congratulate everyone on the organisation of these wonderful Sadie Awards. It's a great privilege for me to be here, to be a part of it and present the award. There's obviously a fantastic amount of work goes into this kind of thing, but I'm really impressed by the kind of ingenuity and originality of the idea that whoever came up with it, I believe it's Kurt, congratulations and to all of you who made it possible. It's a great way, obviously, to encourage young players and give them a platform to play and to give them reward and encouragement along the way. It's a real indication of the tremendous health of the Victorian guitar scene. And also, another great indication, I think, is the fact that the first prize winner of the open section gets to go to Hawaii and study surfing, hula dancing. Thought that was and I guess I should perhaps, and I would love to say just a few words about Sadie, because not everyone would know much about her, and my experience of her was very profound. Everyone in their life has a few people who are really important, if you like, pivotal people to their further development and growth. And she was one of those, and in fact the most important mentor for me of them all. She was my first classical guitar teacher, and the one who showed just unstinting belief and encouragement. And if I have been many years subsequent to studying with Sadie and Paul was to help some people get there along the way, then a lot of that comes from Sadie. Her take on the guitar was did not just dare to play it for your own great glory, but she had a sort of a sense of mission and duty or obligation to further and promote the instrument and to put it on an equal platform with all other instruments. Now, that might seem slightly strange to us today, but if you go back 30, 40, 50 years ago, it really was a third-rate instrument in the classical world. She got a lot of that sense of mission, if you like, from Segovia, who fought the hardest battle of the lot. But he was one of her teachers, insofar as anybody was. She went to the classes in Siena quite a few times, I gather. She also was a pupil of Emilio Diaz, the great Venezuelan player. She began her guitar lessons here in Melbourne with Len Williams, the father of John and teacher of John, so no slouch when it comes to guitar teachers. And when he went to London in 1951 or 2, he asked Sadie to go over and help him there in the London Guitar Studio, and that was the beginning of her European connection. And you can see I could talk on. I think about this, but I'm not supposed to talk. Sadie, I think, when she came back, became, to me, and when I look back, she was absolutely a pivotal person in the growth of the guitar scene here in Australia. She was that link between the great European tradition that Segovia had, well, to some extent established, but built on through, that come through the 19th century, and the other great players of the time. So she was rubbing shoulders with Emilio Diaz, John Williams as a gangster, etc., etc. And she brought all that back here, and a lot of, as I said, a sense of mission that went with that. So she worked on her own for some time here in Melbourne, and then the real chance to come into her own came in around 1967, 68, when she got the position in Canberra as the lecturer in guitar. Now that's very, very significant for all of us, because that was the first official chair of guitar in the whole country, first full-time position in a university, which is a great step forward in recognition, and also a position that enabled her to really teach at a very high level, at a tertiary level, at that degree level. As well as we had a pre-tertiary program which she also taught. So she worked with kids and she worked right through to graduate level. So, and that's where she came into my life. And I think she came to Canberra in 68 and I started sort of individual lessons in about 68 with her, and then soon went on into the degree. So I'm very musically very much what you call a son of Sadie. And our wonderful Anthony here and our brilliant Dan McKay and others who are here today are grandsons of Sadie, and Anthony's students and Dan's great grandchildren, both male and female. And so the link is absolutely there. And if you want to take it a step further back, then you go to Len Williams, and it's not a bad pedigree. And it is a kind of, it is an important stream in the guitar world if you stood right back internationally. There's something important being generated there over quite a lot of years. It was all of that's impossible without Sadie Bishop. So I can't say enough about that side of it. Since I should just talk on and on and on, I think I've essentially said what I'd like to do around here. I don't know about all of you, but I'm looking forward immensely to hearing these young players tonight. I think it's a really wonderful performance, and I'm going to enjoy it very much. We're very lucky to have a very close friend of Sadie's here tonight, Susan Ellis, and she's very kindly offered to say just a few words about Sadie. She knew Sadie very, very well, and also with you at Art. Let's welcome Susan Ellis.